breath control, what is called pranayama in Sanskrit. Pranayama is more than just a breath. It is your vital energy, the one that keeps you sustained. So why do we need to learn breath control? Because one of our highest aspirations in life is to be able to live long with joy and happiness. And anytime you will notice, anytime that you are very happy and you are in the moment, it's almost like when you're in awe, it suspends your breath. You stop breathing. You become absorbed in that object or happening, that event that is causing you so much joy. If you really pay attention to your breath, you will see that you actually suspend your breath. The slower you breathe, the longer you live. When have you ever seen yogis jogging down the street? Probably not. And I'll give you a life scenario. A dog lives approximately 7 to 14 years depending on their size, as opposed to the tortoise who can live up to 150 years, or an elephant. You'll see that the slower moving animals live longer. So as the little dog says, slow down. Let's learn what's called the full yogic breath. Obviously, you're not going to breathe like this every day, but when you are conscious that you are getting upset or you are driving and you're experiencing road rage and things just aren't happening for you, you can consciously go into doing your full yogic breath. And this is the breath that we do when we're practicing our yoga postures. We learn this because mostly on a daily basis, most people don't use the entire lung. As we see here, there's the apex, the top part of the lung, which is where we do shallow breathing from the chest up. And then there's the base of the lung, which is the very bottom, which gets pulled down by our diaphragm when we raise our belly. And that's when we get fresh oxygen into the base of our lung. And we use our entire lung. So what do? First of all, what we do is we hopefully are sitting in an erect position, sitting up. If you're driving, this is how you should be driving. Or you can even do this when you're laying down. What you do is you start out by filling the base of your lung by pulling down the diaphragm, and that is you raising your belly. Try it out right now. Put your right hand on your belly and pull it out. Raise your belly. So then you will take a deep inhale. So you raise your belly, take a deep inhale, your belly is out now. Then you go and you fill up the middle portion of your lungs by raising your chest. So you can move your hand up to your chest area. And then finally, then you can do what a lot of people end up doing naturally is the shallow breathing, which is you raise your shoulders in the very, very top of your chest area. And then the reverse also goes as well. So once you're done filling up your entire lung, then you squeeze your belly in, which pushes the diaphragm up, and that pushes all of the air from the lung up. And then you also compress your chest area and you lower your shoulders and upper chest area to exhale the breath. So let's do a full yogic breath. Raise your belly, fill it up with air, raise your chest, raise your upper chest and shoulders, and now squeeze your belly in, squeeze your chest, and lower your shoulders and upper chest. And there you have a full yogic breath. Kapalabhati breathing. This is also another exercising, but yet this is a cleansing exercise. The full yogic breath was to get all the air into your lungs as possible with fresh oxygen. And now you're going to clean. Most people do not exhale properly on a daily basis. They will inhale much more. So exhaling your breath and making it a purposeful exhale will clean out the base. Again, we talk so much about the base of this lung and clean it of all that carbon dioxide. So in Kapalabhati breathing, it is mostly a active exhale and a passive inhale. You're going to do 3 rounds of 30 expulsions as such. I'll just show you a few. You are sitting erect and you are basically exhaling forcefully. Watch this yogi do Kapalabhati breathing.
Kapalabhati pranayama. In Bhastrika pranayama, we were inhaling and exhaling, but in Kapalabhati pranayama, we'll only exhale. We are exhaling, and while exhaling, the stomach muscles are contracted, and impure breath is expelled from the body. The stomach will automatically go in. Like when we vomit, the stomach as a reflex is pulled inside. Or like when you blow your nose, the stomach muscles are contracted inside. Exhale with force and relax. Push your breath out of your body with full force, strength and might. And with this aim in mind, that I'm only going to exhale. When you exhale, your stomach muscles will contract and go inside automatically. This is Kapalabhati pranayama. When you feel tired, you can stop. Initially, you can start by doing this only 30 times. After doing it 30 times, you will feel tired, so you can relax. After relaxing for some time, you can start Kapalabhati pranayama again. Kapal is the forehead, and Bhati means glow. By doing this pranayama, one can experience a glow, which is extremely beautiful. This Kapalabhati pranayama is very useful in increasing the facial glow of the person who performs this pranayama.
Alternate nostril breathing. This is an exercise that is called Nadi Shodhana in Sanskrit, or Anuloma Viloma. And the reason that we do this particular type of breathing exercise is because approximately every hour and 50 minutes, we alternate which side of our nostril is the one that's primarily breathing. The right side of our nostril, which in Sanskrit is called the Pingala side, which is the side of the sun, the heating side of our body. As you know, in the morning the sun heats the earth, and so this side has the elements of vitality and life and heat. And on the not so fun side is the anger and irritability that we experience. On the left side of our body is what's called Ida in Sanskrit. And this side is equivalent to the moon. The moon comes, we can see the moon at night, and the moon is cooling. This is the cooling side of our body. So we experience emotions such as love, compassion, nurturing, and the not so desirable aspects of a too cool of a system would be lethargy, just not wanting to do much of anything. And so what we desire is to bring both of these sides into balance. And this is what's called alternate nostril breathing. You put your hand in a particular kind of mudra, and this is like this, and it's called Vishnu mudra. And you go through a series of steps in order to accomplish this type of breathing. This is the full recipe for the full alternate nostril breathing, which you will see a demonstration, but it's good for you to have this here as written as well. You create your Vishnu mudra with your right hand, and that way you use the right thumb to block your right nostril when you need to, and you use the left pinky finger and ring finger to block your left nostril when needed. So you use both of these, all these three fingers, to retain your breath. So for instance, you block your right nostril with your right thumb, and then you inhale through the left nostril for 4 counts. Then you block your entire both nostrils with all three fingers, retaining your breath for 12 counts. Then you release your right thumb, and that's when you keep pressing your pinky finger and ring finger on your left nostril, and you exhale through your right nostril for 8 counts. And then you inhale through your right nostril for 4 counts. Then you use all three fingers again to plug up your both nostrils. You retain your breath for 12 counts. Then you keep that right thumb on your right nostril, release your pinky finger and ring finger from your left nostril for 8 counts. You exhale, and that is 1 full round. Continue doing these rounds as indicated in lecture 35. Obviously, when you are breathing in this way, form, and fashion, it's going to be hard for you to keep count and all these breath counts, and it becomes complicated. So a really simple way to count how many full rounds you are doing is by using your left hand. You are going to do 10 full rounds. So you use your left hand, and as you see in the picture, each section of the finger is 1 count. So here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So every time that you go and you inhale through your left nostril, remember that is already, you're at 1 full count. So every time you're there, you advance your finger 1 way and up until you reach 10. So this is how you do alternate nose breathing. This is a precursor. You're going to get more instruction in lecture. Thank you.